Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the title, today I will be talking about what are those pieces I would buy if I had to rebuild my capsule wardrobe from scratch. So basically, I will be talking about my capsule wardrobe heroes. I've been seeing this type of videos trending for some time now, and I really enjoy watching them, so I decided to do my own version. However, this time I will be focusing on my fall and autumn essentials specifically, because otherwise this video will get too long. So today I will be breaking down those pieces, why I chose them, and why they're essential for my fall capsule wardrobe. If I were starting from scratch, the first piece I would go out and buy is definitely a trench coat. I know, groundbreaking, but they're a classic for a reason. And I really think that there's a trench coat for everyone. You can either opt for a more classic and tailored style, or you can go for a more oversized and relaxed trench coat. You can also choose one in a classic color like camel or beige, or you could opt for one in a fun color. And you can even opt for a trench coat that has more of a max style coat style because they're really trending right now. So I really think the options are endless here, and you can definitely find a trench coat that you like. My most worn trench coat is the Scott trench coat from Suede, and this is more of a classic tailored trench coat, and I really like it because the fabric is very soft, but it's also quite thick, so it's very crease resistant. However, recently I added a trench coat from Uniqlo, which is part from the Uniqlo C collection, and I really like this trench coat because it has more of a relaxed and oversized look, and I like this because it adds something different to my wardrobe. And I also like this because it has some classic trench coat details like the hook and eye collar and the gun flap, and overall I think it's a great option for the price. So yeah, a trench coat is a full capsule wardrobe staple for me, and I definitely think that you can find a trench coat that suits your lifestyle. Next, we have basic tops. And no, I won't mention a white t-shirt. I actually have a couple of white t-shirts in my wardrobe, but I don't consider them to be a full wardrobe staple for me. Instead, I would opt for a fitted top with either a boat neck or a mock neck. I find these types of tops to be incredibly classic and also very sophisticated. They actually remind me of Audrey Hepburn's style, which I love, so this would definitely be my first choice. Now, since we are talking about fall staples, I would opt for a top that's either made from wool or a wool and cotton blend, because they not only keep you warmer, but they're also breathable and they don't cling onto others like other materials such as polyester or viscose. Next, we have something in a gingham pattern. And I know this is very specific, but I think fall is the perfect time of year to wear a pattern like gingham. I have a couple of pieces in my wardrobe in this pattern, and I really like them because they add a fun touch to any outfit. My favorites are my Martin crop trousers from Suede, and I actually got these trousers in two colorways, one in an ecru and brown gingham and another one in a black and ecru gingham. And I really like them because despite being somewhat of a statement pattern, I find it very easy to create outfits with these trousers. But you definitely don't have to opt for pants in this pattern. You can go for a skirt, a coat, or an accessory like a scarf in this pattern. And if you like this pattern, now it's the perfect time to get it because it's somewhat trending and a lot of brands are carrying pieces in this pattern. Now, I'm obviously going to include a pair of tailored trousers in this list, but surprisingly, I would go for a navy instead of a black pair. Personally, I found that I wear my navy trousers a lot more frequently than my black pairs, and I just find them easier to style and to pair with other pieces in my closet. They look good with boots, but they also look good with flats, and I can pretty much wear them all year round, except for summer maybe. In terms of fit, I tend to prefer a high-waist straight trousers like my Damon trousers from Suede. So if I had to rebuild my full wardrobe from scratch, I would definitely repurchase this pair of pants. Next, we have wool sweaters, and I would go for two options here. I would first opt for a chunky, oversized wool sweater for those days where you don't really want to get dressed, but then I will also opt for a more fitted style that you can easily tuck into pants. And here I would recommend you to opt for sweaters that are made from natural fibers like merino wool or cashmere, because they not only keep you warm, but they're also breathable and they don't cling onto others. And the good thing is that nowadays there are a lot of brands that carry these. Some of my personal favorites are Uniqlo, Everlane, Cézanne, and The Curated. Moving on to something more specific, we got Suede. But again, I think this is a classic fall piece. So if I had to rebuild my fall capsule wardrobe from scratch, I would definitely add a suede piece. And now that it's trending, there are a lot more options in the high street. You can opt for a suede pair of trousers, a suede coat, or a suede bag. And I would try to choose a piece in a darker color, like a dark brown, for example, so it doesn't show dirt marks that easily. And I also think that suede is something that you can definitely get secondhand for a more affordable price. Okay, I'm running out of light, so I'm going to try to speed through this. My next piece would definitely be a wool coat. I love my wool coats and I especially love a long line wool coat, but you can opt for a mid-length coat or a cropped version as well. And if you're looking for a coat, I would definitely suggest to opt for one that's made from fully natural materials like wool or cashmere, or at least get a coat that's mostly made from natural fibers. I know this can tend to be a bit more expensive, but you can definitely find great wool coats secondhand. As I mentioned, I like long-line wool coats because they make me look taller, and my personal favorites are my graduate coat from The Curated, which is no longer in stock, but they carry a lot of nice coats. And what I like about this brand is that all of their coats are made from a blend of cashmere and merino wool, so they're extremely soft. Another great option is the metallic coat from Cézanne. I got mine last year in this beautiful kind of like caramel color, and this coat is also made from 100% wool, and it's a very soft wool. And if I had to rebuild my fall/winter wardrobe, I would definitely repurchase one of these coats. Finally, we have accessories, and here I would include two essential accessories. First, we have a crossbody bag, and here I would opt for a bag that's not too big and not too small, and ideally that you can wear crossbody. And I also would opt for a black bag because I find them easier to style, but you can definitely choose a color that suits your color palette. And I will also try to look for a bag that's made from full grain leather because this type of leather is usually more durable. If I had to choose a specific bag, I would probably repurchase my Poulain Numero 1 Nano bag in smooth leather. I really like this bag. I find it to be very versatile, so if I had to rebuild my wardrobe from scratch, I would definitely repurchase this. And finally, we got ankle boots. And I would also opt for a black pair of ankle boots, preferably with a pointed or almond toe, but definitely I will look for a pair of boots that have a high shaft. And to me, this is very important because I like to avoid visual cuts between my boots and where my pants start. And since I'm somewhat tall, pants are usually a bit cropped on me, so having a boot with a high shaft is essential. So that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it didn't get too dark. As always, if you have any questions about any of these items, just let me know in the comments and consider subscribing if you would like to see more content like this. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.